It is a gorgeous spring Saturday just north of Las Vegas. It's round 3 of the Aramco Championship at Shadow Creek. The LET, Ladies European Tour, and LPGA coming together in the U.S. for the first time in a co-sanctioned event. And this golf course, so difficult, even in the best conditions, was brutal yesterday. Grant Boone, Allison Lee in the booth. Tom Abbott calling the odd-numbered holes. Karen Stupples and Kay Cockrell are out on the golf course. It was a 5-shot lead for Laurencoughlin when the day began, but Tom and Nelly making a move.
Yeah, birdies at 3 and 4 for Nellykorda, and she's trying to close the gap between herself and the player at the top of the leaderboard. This is a good tee shot at the par 3, 5th, and a chance for a 3rd straight bogey for Nellykorda. Since then, including 4 in a row. This will be for 5 birdies in a row. This doesn't happen at Shadow Creek, Allison Lee.
Yeah, she's made quite a few birdies today.
Really good golf continues. Let's go back over to the 5th and quarter for the birdie.
Oh, she's made some good putts so far today, but just a slight misread there.
Karen Stupples out watching Nellykorda, who is playing with miyuyamashita in this 3rd round of the Aramco Championship. But a good start. Maybe this week she'll be able to get the victory. Let's go to the final pairing. Laurencoughlin, leonamaguire, Kay Cockrell watching Coughlin here at 3.
Tom, that was nearly an impossible place to try to get up and down from. She did well just to keep the ball on the putting surface.
Wow.
I think she would do very well to make an easy 2-putt out of this and walk away with bogey. Made a par on the 2nd and now came up short on her approach to this green, but like Allison described, much easier to hit a pitch shot from below the hole, and was able to get it to this point looking at about a 7-footer for par.
Just to avoid 2 bogeys in the first 3 holes for Maguire. Yeah, that club's got to work well today.
Okay, it is another difficult day at Shadow Creek. Allison, let's take a look at some of the highlights. Nasahataoka made it look easy here at the 4th. This was her 3rd.
Yeah, it looks like she tried to go for the green here in 2, but left it just short into the bunker. But it's no problem for Nasa today. What a great eagle there.
Yeah. And, her fellow competitor, chizzyiwai, like that one. Carisdavidson, Tom mentioned, red hot. This was for birdie at 10.
Yeah, this is for her 4th birdie in a row. 6th of the day. Putter's been hot. This front 9 for her.
And this was Nelly at the 3rd, a long one for birdie.
Yeah, she hit it here from the fairway bunker as well, but here from long range, made a great birdie here.
She had a 2-putt par at the 1st and made about a 4-footer at that first 4-par. Kind of got her going. And then at 4, she didn't hit a very good first pitch shot. Here was her 2nd, made up for it.
Yeah, great recovery here by Nelly after slightly dumping her eagle chip.
Mulligan, yeah. Turns it into a birdie. And so, with Laurencoughlin dropping a shot, at least, at 3, she did make it. So Nelly was 6 back when the round began. She's cut that in half. So Nelly chasing as she's been the last couple of weeks. Coughlin out in front. This is hyojookim coming off a couple of wins in a row. But Allison, it has been a tough day for Hyojoo.
Yeah, she hasn't gotten quite off to a great start.
This will help.
This is going to be good right here. She can get one back, get it back to even par.
To the 10th, former number 1 in the world, major champ ruoningyin for birdie.
Well, this isn't always a great spot at 17, the back bunker. Mihyanglee trying to do something special. And she did. Look at that reaction.
A much needed birdie for hyojookim here at the 4th.
One or two holes can make a big difference.
Leona has had a lot of success here as well. Kay, her third at the fourth.
She has. That's a pitching wedge in for her third. Was forced to lay up after driving into the left fairway bunker, and a really nice third.
And she's a player that I've watched now for a couple of days and just maximises what she's able to do on this golf course by using the slopes and the banks to get the ball around the flags. Oh, what a good. Well, I mean, that's perfect too. I mean, and I really like to trust what you see, because you just have to buy into the lines here. You're going to put a better stroke on it if you do that.
Leonamaguire, well played here, gives herself a good look at birdie.
She mentioned that she played the par fives nicely yesterday, birdieing 3 of them. She'd do well to get this one in to start some change of momentum.
11, the short par 4. Second for Kupcho. Check in with Charleyhull. She's had a bit of an eventful day today. You can see 9 over par, so out of contention for an Aramco Championship, having won the first.
Hyojookim at the 6th.
Wow, this putt is pretty uphill, and it looks like she just did not hit it hard enough to get there.
One of those select few in red figures.
Yeah, she's just trying to hold on to that red number on the leaderboard. This should be a little bit of a downhill putt, maybe smidge left to right. More than a smidge.
And Yamashita.
Just had to lay up here, couldn't get to this green in 2. So trying to play to her strengths. Back into the wind. Whole location perched at the top of a little ridge.
Had a share of the first round lead with a 67. Struggled yesterday, but how's it going today?
For me, Grant, the front of this green here is probably one of the hardest parts of the green to...
This is Grace Kim at the 9th. Grace has made a bunch of birdies today. Unfortunately, she's made the same amount of bogeys. Is that going to get better?
Yes, it will. That pin is in the front left part of the green on 9 and a little bit of a bowl. Perfectly executed there.
Be another birdie for Grace Kim. After now up and down for birdie. That is her game, isn't it, Karen?
Playing with Miyu, who played the hole completely differently than she did.
Oh, and Allison said it. Trouble for Coughlin off the tee.
That's all she could do, and even with this, just trying to keep it away from the right rough and not go from rough to rough, really could not advance that forward very far.
The ladies' European Tour Order of Merit for a birdie. Got to be delicate. And look how far left that goes.
And she is playing this really, really smart. With this pin being in a bowl, you have to use these slopes. As you can see, she's really far left there.
When you're playing at the Aramco Championship with all the pressure trying to
maybe.
deal with that, but I can imagine coming out here with your pals would be so fun.
At the 3rd for Coughlin at 6.
Wind picking up as she's over the ball. She has a 9-iron. Trying to get it up to the proper level where the hole's located.
She probably hit that a little too far left to use a slope to get it closer to the flag. But nonetheless, it should be on the proper tier of the green.
Jessicakorda playing with Charleyhull. Right, a par putt for the leader, Coughlin at 6.
Yeah, a lengthy one. Not an easy putt to read or make.
Okay, Carisdavidson for par at 14.
They're both about equal distant off the tee. Just a layup. The only thing you want to avoid is the bunker on the left. And try to give yourself that comfortable 3rd yardage in.
How she normally plays. She's staring it down here. little club twirl. Should use the bank there and roll a little bit closer to the flag.
She took that top layer off.
Right, let's see if Coughlin can get this up and down for a birdie.
She's coming in more from the center of the fairway, left of where Leona was.
Shot.
Yeah.
There's that green light that Lauren took advantage of on this hole.
6 holes here, chance to make her first birdie of the round. This hour of TrackMan Tracer Technology is presented by Progressive Insurance. The world number 1, jeenothitikul on the tee at the 13th. Let's see if she can get that to run around the green. Now it's too much pace.
I would agree with you there.
This would be her first birdie today.
Taking advantage of the par 5, so Laurencoughlin back to 1 over for the day, 7 under, and a 3-shot lead here.
Hyojookim. These are practically tap-ins for Hyojoo normally.
And Nelly for the birdie.
This is still quite delicate. Downhill. When I looked at it, I didn't see much, even though we saw your Masters move quite heavily to the right. I don't think Nelly has that same kind of break here.
All right. The caddy, who's always pretty positive, will tell her to get out with 9. Now this is just a really difficult hole today, 15. Carisdavidson is so far to death. Let's go to 8.
Leona second.
First greenside bunker shot this week from a very deep bunker that's in the front left part of the screen.
Leona didn't play nearly as much as she had in previous Solheim Cups. And when she did get to play, she played well. This is for par.
I think that left a lot of people scratching their head, like, why would you leave leonamaguire out? She is one of the most tenacious, incredible match players.
We'll get back to that in a moment. Let's go over to number 9, and Hyojoo trying to deal with that ridge. Is it more difficult if you're further to the left?
No, I would say it's difficult from any part of the green here. You just need to... it looks like she just left it just short.
Maybe a little fatigued. It must have taken a lot out of her the last few weeks to get those victories. And it's going to be another bogey for Hyojookim, so really...
While they wait back to 9.
Yeah, don't go to sleep on nannakoerstzmadsen over the weekend here. This is to get to 2 under par. She's a winner on tour, won in Thailand a few years ago.
Yeah.
Who knows it better? Okay, how hard is this one? 4th for Davidson.
Yeah, she's going to have to be really, really delicate with this one because it slopes away from you here. It's tough to get it really, really close, but...
Happening so far here at the Aramco Championship. Important day and a half to come for her.
Davidson for par at 16.
4 of Miyu's height-wise before you get to the green surface. You should stand on her shoulders 5 times, and it's probably about right. Such a deep bunker.
Yeah, it looks like she just played it safe, just played it out to the right.
Now Nelly.
Slightly better spot in the bunker on an upslope.
Yeah, officials were worried about pace of play, so it'll be interesting. You know, we haven't seen 2 balls stroke play here before, so we'll see how it looks today in terms of pace of play, and maybe they can adjust for tomorrow. Now's Miyu's birdie putt. Excuse me, par putt. Nelly, of course, being one of those longer players, but as I say, pace of play is an issue these days in the game, and the officials very worried about drivable par fours and how much that slows down the pace. Now Nelly.
Little movement to the right. He's right.
That was an important one for Korda. Now Miyu needs to make this bogey.
Yeah, it's easy to feel a little rattled. But solid as a rock with the putter.
Came up a little short in the rough, and it barely moved forward from that where it landed. This is a right to left breaking chip.
Okay, always a 4, right?
Annakoerstzmadsen second on the 11th.
It looks like she left herself in a good flat spot here, the top of that hill off the tee.
What's that now?
Great shot by Nana.
While we were away, Nannakoerstzmadsen for a birdie at 11. This would get her to 3 under par within 4 of the lead. And yes, Nannakoerstzmadsen, who comes here with 2 missed cuts on the West Coast swing.
It's easier to just play it long and be safe.
This is Aditya Ashok at the 14th.
Coughlin with the short birdie putt here to take a 4-shot lead. And she will have a 4-shot advantage standing on the tee at the 12th.
Yeah, that's...
Well, it has been a really good day for Carisdavidson. This is her 3rd shot at 18, which has been an absolute bear today. It's the 6th toughest hole on the course as a par 5. There have been more double bogeys or worse than birdies and eagles, gals. This is Carisdavidson at the 18th. This was Carisdavidson, the comebacker from par.
Gosh, that one's gotta hurt. That was her 3rd bogey in the last 4 holes. But she still finished at 2 under, so she shouldn't get too down on herself. Under par today is a really good score.
Of the final 3 pairings are waiting on the tee. And EY for par, having chipped down to here. A lot of players missing the green left and chipping down to this hole. And
I don't leave the house very often these days,
Yeah.
Grant. Let alone go to dinner with a 11-month-old who just never know how they're going to act.
And maybe not a lengthy kids menu at Carbone.
well, there's some of the things on there I think kids would love, especially the dessert menu. Angelyin, yeah, good up and down there for Angel, who also missed the green on the left side. Nellykorda is going to fire one in there.
And she's going to have a small 7. This is a high one. Got a little bit of a fade on it. That's pretty good, looks like to me, after that weight.
Just needs to put the brakes on.
All right, at the 14th, this is the low LET player on the leaderboard, Annahuang.
Yeah, only 17 years old. It's really impressive what she's done on the LET, winning twice, and then making her way over here to play on her first LPGA event. And that is a terrific shot from the bunker there.
Yeah.
13.
Yamashita now with her tee shot.
Going with 1 club more, 6 iron. Got to try and get this a little left and let it ride the slopes.
Yeah, just fires through.
This for birdie, Annahuang. How about this? That moves her to 1 over par. She's tied for 7th.
I agree, Tom. I mean, there's I mean, you can see obviously there's a little bit of bareness around there, but what that means is she doesn't have to deal with any thick grass around the ball.
Right.
It looks to be sitting quite nice. You just still have to be aware of the stripe because you just don't know how firm it's going to be, where that club's impacting that. Looks like a bit of compacted mud. So we'll see how this comes out, but I don't see this being too much of an issue for her.
She might have found the one blemish on Shadow Creek there. This is perfect. And maybe didn't quite come out how she thought.
Well, Nelly's got... I mean, this is a shot that she's going to think that she could play quite well. It just was sitting up nicely for her.
She wants to go in.
Yeah, well done.
Let's go to the 17th. Yesterday, this hole was a beast. It really caught players out. Let's see what Chizzy can do. Oh, if that gets the run off the back slope, yes, come down to the flag.
Yeah, that's going to be a really nice shot here. It's playing like a completely different hole compared to yesterday.
So really, players just ground to a halt on this par 3. Now, Yamashita for par.
And it's still going to run out a little bit, this putt. You can see she did that so delicately.
Oh, I'm surprised she didn't hit this putt a little bit more aggressively to try and make par.
So it's 2 bogeys in 3 holes for the Japanese star, and she falls back to 2 under. This for par.
No, I don't see a huge amount in this one. But I do think this is the kind of course that you could set it up as hard as you wanted to. I mean, you could put pins in some crazy places.
Yeah, I'll hold. Players go very often. Club twirling, trying to use that slope.
Yeah, really good shot from there, Tom.
To completely take it out of your mind.
That could be a shock to the senses.
Yeah. Try that at home. See if it works when you're getting mad. When you're about to throw your putter. Now this for a really good up and down from the bunker.
Yeah, there are many worse places. She's got 6 iron in hand, Tom. Going to try to land the short left of the flag. And hopefully it'll release down to the right. No, not that far to the left.
But Nelly on the green safely, 13.
See what Maguire can do.
6 iron for Lauren. This is a 6 hybrid, and this is right and short.
Don't go down there. We know there's the ledge.
Can she... Is there a lot of room? I don't think there's a lot of room right.
This is great. Look at
she looks like she might want to go left.
Oh, dear.
Well, I don't think she can get it up fast enough.
Now back at the 13th here, leonamaguire missed the green right, and it did finish up on the ledge, but that is the shot she has. Dave Evenson, our drone pilot, has managed to navigate there right over the water to give you a great view of the shot, and it looks like, Kay, she's going to go left and not take on those rocks.
I think that's a smart play. The problem is she's so close to the rocks that it would be very difficult to get it up high enough to clear them, and she might have the ball ricochet back at her, or worse, even into the water. The ball is not sitting great. It's decent, but this rough is so thick. She's going to play safe and go more towards the front middle part of the green.
Let's see what she can do.
I agree with you, Kay. I feel like that was definitely the smart play. Bogeys are going to happen out here at Shadow Creek, and all you need to do is just try and avoid the really big numbers, and for her to just play it safe and go out left.
13. Over on the other side, Laurencoughlin now ready to go.
Oh, so that is not going to get enough to get down the slope. She was about 2 feet away of the right speed.
I wonder if she thought it might have moved up to 13 again.
And Maguire with the really difficult par putt.
You know, she's playing about 10 feet of left to right break. She's a good 50 feet away. And still going to have
Lauren now for the par.
Really has to putt defensively. She hit that as if it were a 3 or 4 footer.
She hit it with enough speed. Oh, just. 15th coming up. It's the hardest. Yes, Kay, go ahead.
Through the years, I mean, this one has played as the hardest par 3, although we've seen 17 be diabolical. But this one tends to really get your attention. It's such a massive green, and there's nothing easy about the tee shot or the putting. Oh, that hurts.
A very good chance here with, 23 holes to go to win for the second time.
Yeah, it looks like she has such a short number into this green. I haven't seen anyone hit it down here. She absolutely hammered this drive. Just hit that a little too long. She's going to be right around the spot where Nelly probably was.
Trying to work its way back.
A little better, a little better.
So this is a birdie putt for nannakoerstzmadsen, and look where she is aiming.
Yeah, this is a pretty big breaking putt, a little bit downhill. It's in a slightly small bowl at the front right of the green. It's only 3 paces from the right edge of the green.
Oh,
Wow.
Nana! And she joins Nelly, who's at the 15th.
One of the hardest greens to hit on the LPGA in the last 5 years. Let's see if Nelly can do it.
Well, Nelly's going in here with a 6-iron, so that tells you a little bit about why this hole is hard, and she is not a happy bunny with this one, and that's way left up on the hill.
The 10th hole in the final round. I mean, this is just crazy numbers.
180 for Miyu.
And that's going to be on there. Or is it going to miss? No, it's going to miss.
Second shot for Coughlin at 14.
Just about the same yardage she had yesterday. That was a solidly struck iron. Looked like a 7-iron. That is just not an easy shot in any form or fashion.
Yeah, this has been a popular area for a lot of the girls hitting it long.
That didn't come back at all like Madsen's. All right, here's nasahataoka. She's got a rare under par score going today. Oh, no. So that was for par. This is for bogey. Oh, no, again.
She makes double on the last. Surprisingly, there have been a lot of high scores on this 18th hole.
Land it in the fringe, in the rough, and let it trickle down onto the green. It will trickle down. It's going to pitch on such a downslope, but she's gone sky high.
Very nice. Great shot, dude.
And it has quite a bit of right to left break initially. Slow down.
Where it picks up speed, yeah. He's going to hold the green.
Well, she chose to putt it from the left fringe of the green and completely misjudged it. She thought it was going to be a lot quicker than it was. And so now she has this for a par. I mean, this was uphill breaking right as well.
Nelly and nannakoerstzmadsen, the only players with fewer than 2 bogeys on the card. Nelly, the only player bogey-free, and nobody has played this golf course bogey-free so far this week. So this, to stay that way today.
This is a tough putt to read because of the way the shadows are falling on this green.
like, yeah, her approach game is the strongest part of her game, but like I said, it looked like she just aimed a little bit right off of that approach shot. I don't think she realized she did, and
seems to be handling it okay. Coughlin for par. Back to 6 under, where she was after 6 holes.
yeah, the putter's gotten a bit cold today.
This course does wear you down, doesn't it, over the course of a week?
Yeah, definitely mentally. I mean, it's really intimidating, a lot of these tee shots.
By the way, Lydia Ko was 15 shots off the lead when this round began, and right now she's tied for 10th.
Fitzmatson's second, and that's not going to hold. It's just so firm. And you're talking the best players in the world.
Exactly.
This is a very strong field. Top 20 in the Rolex rankings here to begin the week. Hyojookim has missed the green, and let's see what she can do.
We're waiting for that hole out for the week.
Yeah, this would be a good place to do it.
Exactly.
Just kicks on there. There's a little ridge, and then I think she pitched on the downslope.
Yeah, I think she was trying to play for that back ridge because it does bring it back a little bit towards the hole.
Only 2 back has really put herself in the hunt with one of the best rounds of the day going. Couple under for the day.
Oh, that contact just didn't seem quite right, Tom. It sounded like she got a little too much ground when she hit that. Couldn't get it high enough with enough spin.
Meanwhile, Annahuang just continues to put pars and birdies on the card. This is for birdie at 16. How about this?
Such a good try.
Just match the speed to the line.
Turned a ton, didn't it?
I know she wants to get one to fall and just break this bogey train.
That's really good. It is really good.
Yeah, that's a great par by Lauren on this hole, where everyone's seemed to make bogey these last few groups.
Coughlin 3 ahead. And this is a par putt for Yan. Oh no, having come out of the bunker. So the round is just getting worse. It's going to get...
It's been a little bit. Yamashita.
Another downhill putt, moving left. It's well done.
Up 1 to 17.
This is the moment to go. Angelyin can get the putter on it from back there. Back down the green. It looks good from Angelyin.
She's kind of yelling at herself a lot at the time as well. The opposite of who she is as a person, just as delightful as can be, but on the golf course holds herself to extremely high standard, as so many of you do. Third at the par 5 here.
There we go, using that slope to bring it back to the pin. I mean, that's exactly how you want to play this approach shot. And she executed that perfectly.
One at 12, did that at 11 as well.
That's Nelly's tee shot on the way at 17. Oh, this is really
Perfectly
good.
done.
Excellent. This is for par.
Not quite as much. Oh, well played. I think there's just not quite as much wind. Well, we know that there's not as much wind as there was yesterday.
Okay, so Nelly makes a birdie at 17, and she is within 2 of the lead.
Nannakoerstzmadsen has a great chance at birdie here at the 16th. Yeah, how about this? Nannakoerstzmadsen. Second shot here.
Anna actually has a new caddy on the bag. She typically has her dad caddying for her.
2 under par on a day in which the scoring average is 3.5 over.
Koerstzmadsen tee shot at 17. We know what players need to do here. Use that slope to run it down, and it's going to get stuck.
Just caught in the rough.
She has to hit her apex spot on this left to right breaker and then just let gravity take it down to the right.
Just touched it.
Never obviously got it high enough, but overall the speed was pretty darn good.
Okay, Coughlin for birdie.
She's normally so good on these putts. Has her old trusty putter back in the bag that she won with in the last couple years. Oh no. She just kind of fanned that one. That was not a good stroke.
Yeah, it seems like the putter has gotten a bit cold today for Lauren. Of the lie. And get a little extra roll, so she's just going to have to take this, be really delicate with this one.
It's pretty cool right there. And even then.
Too close to the pin.
Okay, she's settled on going straight at it.
Yeah, it's just so quick there.
Hyojookim trying to save par. She's 8 over for the day now. Talked about potential for the highest round that she's ever recorded on the LPGA. Rookie season back in 2014 when she won that major championship. Coming in here playing some of the best golf of her life. And she's just hit a wall today with the way that she's played. Got off to a horrible start. Bogey, double bogey, bogey the first 3 holes. It manages to save par here.
Yeah, great putt by Hyojookim. Takes longer to play these holes.
And Nana taking a long time over this one. It's not going to matter too much as the duck goes walking through the bunker in the background.
Yeah, this is an important putt here. I mean, she's tied too with Nelly at 4 under.
No, knew it right away.
Yeah, she did that on 13 too. Just kind of came out of it, didn't hit it hard enough.
Hit, you can determine how well it was struck. What the result is, 131 to cover the sand. It does play downhill. She get away with this?
Oh, she did. She did, and that's going to be good.
Oh, that was a nice bounce.
Now, the player at the top of the leaderboard, Laurencoughlin.
He hit a beauty here yesterday that was so clutch. Going with 9-iron today. Similar line to McGuire's.
And that should work out well. Oh, no, it's stuck up there. It certainly is. It's run by. Tough to tell how far past that is from our angle, Kay.
Yeah, this would be just so needed and do so much for her psyche right now.
Yeah.
And a great birdie here by Leona.
Well, it's mostly happened on this back nine, Tom.
Yeah,
That
and
time.
it's really, yeah, those three groups waiting on the 13th tee, that's where things really slowed down, so.
Well, I think it's quite a daunting shot because you know it's going to be downhill all the way to the hole. And if you get it to the hole with any kind of speed running past it, you've got trouble lurking the other side.
Gotta aim this pretty far right as well.
Yeah, there's a slope that you could use.
Pretty downhill. Okay?
If it drops, she ties the lead.
So good.
And this one's just back up the hill. I don't see a huge amount in this. Love it. The extension that she gets through these putts. Just holds that follow through and it just looks so solid.
That's the sixth. Yeah, sorry, Karen.
I was going to say putting goals right there. This one might have just a hint of left in it, but it's so short that it doesn't matter.
That's a 69 for nellykorda on a day in which the scoring average is 75 and a half.
She fades it pretty naturally. That was solidly struck. Really pretty dead straight off the face.
Yeah, got a nice hop there all the way down the hill. We saw her and Leona kind of...
Another delicate chip shot for nannakoerstzmadsen.
Looks like she just didn't hit it hard enough. Hopefully it stays on that shelf. No, it's going to take the slope all the way down to almost the front of the green. And this is why this is playing one of the hardest holes today.
Now the birdie putt for nannakoerstzmadsen. This is no guaranteed two putt, is it? No problem. Okay.
Right there, she'll be 3 under going into Sunday.
And another under par round, 71.
Really solid golf by Nana today.
Leonamaguire.
Leona's gonna give it a rip. 183 to the front, 195 to the hole. She's pulled this to the left side of the green.
Oh, that's going to be...
Coughlin.
Yeah, after that, really nice drive. 6 iron in hand. Ball just a little bit below her feet. 167 yards to the hole. Just pretty aggressive line right there. And this is a very difficult shot. Good lie for Lauren. She's got to play it out to the right and land it softly.
She's done both, hasn't she?
I thought so, but it just keeps rolling out. These greens are, gosh, they feel like they're 14 plus on the stimp meter. She's got to just dump this onto the collar. Oh, she went a little bit farther. Otherwise, that's going to release out and potentially go down even further away.
You're sitting on a nice big cushion there, but it is a lot of pressure to hold that lead, especially on a difficult and challenging golf course such as this, where literally anything can happen. I mean, Leona's 5 back from Lauren, but it's still anyone's game tomorrow. We saw that today with how big of a lead Lauren had at one point with a 5-stroke lead, and now she only has a 1-stroke lead over Nelly.
For birdie.
Nice.
Yeah. How about that? So
Not
Lauren
from a
Coughlin.
2-stroke lead going into Sunday.
That's a 73. It's well below the field average.
lost some of the lead she had, but that's a pretty solid round on a day like this.
Now Maguire for her birdie.
Just missed it a little low, lost a little bit of speed.
She'll play with the 17-year-old Annahuang tomorrow. Lauren, well done. LC, looking for win number 3 on the LPGA Tour. And go back to the end of last year. She played on the Hanwha Life Plus International Crown Team. She went undefeated. Then she won the Grant Thornton Invitational. Unofficial, but still a nice way to end the year. And here she is trying to get a win in the early part of 2026. And once again, nellykorda going to play in the final pair. We'll see. Coming your way next, it's Golf Central. And we'll see how the chips fall tomorrow with Laurencoughlin. The final pair with nellykorda, 5 o'clock Eastern Time on Golf Channel. Another long day here at Shadow Creek. Thanks to everyone who made it possible. For Allison Lee, Tom Abbott, Karen Stupples, Kay Cockrell, and the team, I'm Grant Boone. Thanks for watching the LPGA and LET on Golf Channel.